Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. We're on Noveria, in that secure area, near Rift Station, and we've just dealt with Matriarch Benezia and her commandos and her Geth, and we had Liara by our side the whole time. She didn't flinch, so yay. Plus, we had a lot of extra dialogue having Liara here. Mother-daughter banter, including Matriarch Benezia saying that she was proud of her. I hope that's something Liara can keep with her the rest of her life. Pretty nice little touch, I thought there. Let's get caught up with the journal here. This assignment is now called Death of a Matriarch. Matriarch Benezia is dead. She gave you the location of the Mu Relay, but did not know where Saren planned to go after activating it. Well, Liara knows where he's going to go, but we're not going to deal with that yet. We're going to first have to go deal with the rachni down in the hot labs. This hasn't yet been updated because this has to do with the Queen. And the Queen is sitting over there on the left, inside that glass prison. And we have to go and deal with her, I suppose. Although, how are we going to talk to her? How do you talk to a bug? I don't know. Also, Wrex, the reason I always bring him to this mission is not been obvious yet, but it's coming. Don't worry. All right, let's see if we can say hi to the Queen. Commando is resurrecting herself, and for some reason Wrex and Liara are silent on the matter, even though she's going to approach me now.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all.
This is going to be a fun conversation.
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us. or return our people to the silence of memory.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Here we are at a very, very big decision in this game. This is way beyond our pay grade. I mean, this is something the council should be deciding, and they would probably have a split vote on this issue. Yep, we can kill her, or we can let her live and repopulate the species. I mean, come on. Obviously, she's not like the other rachni, just spitting acid at us, trying to kill us all the time. So she's sane, right? She's reasonable. She was brought up properly, and hopefully she's going to do the same with her children from now on. I mean, she didn't have the choice before. Her children were taken from her as soon as she laid the eggs. So yeah, and she's made no plea to save them. In fact, she knows that we've got to deal with them. So I like her. I like the idea that we might see her again. You do get morality, of course. If you kill her, you get 25 renegade points. If you save her, you get 24 paragon points. So we win either way. So yeah, we're gonna save her.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
Are you stupid? Your people didn't fight these bastards, so maybe you don't get it.
Of course, Wrex has, he's very persuasive here, and you can change your mind. But no, I'm not going to. And I like all of these options. So yeah, this one.
I'd like to have the rachni on our side in the future.
Do what you want. My people will clean up this mess later, just like we did for the Solarians.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Great. Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark my words, you'll regret this.
Yeah, big XP reward and big Paragon reward. The very Rift Station is complete. In the heart of Rift Station, you found the last queen of an insect race thought extinct 1,000 years ago. You showed mercy and allowed her to rebuild her species as a more peaceful race. Yeah. Notice, I mean, the Rachni don't have ships, right? So, she's going to be rebuilding her species right here. This will probably become the new Rachni homeworld. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, you would think there might also be some follow-up here with the Wrex or the Auda and dialogue, but no, they're back to having their standard replies, just like we had there on Port Hancham. And yeah, even Wrex, you would think less of us. I mean, this is a bigger deal almost than the Vermeer thing for him, and yet, nope, doesn't seem to impact that either. So, all right, we still have to go and deal with the Rachni down in the hot labs, but I want to give a little rant first. Remember back on Ferris, I was ranting about the Cypher video because I thought it was lame. Here, my rant is audio, and it's about the Queen. When we were leaning up against the tank, we got to talk to her, or I'm sorry, we got to hear her real voice, and it was just like the squeals, the standard squeal of the Rachni. I mean, it was the same thing as she was leaving. And yet, that's how they communicate, right? Is through song, through music. And where have we heard that before? Where have we heard any what might be communication through music? Yeah, on multiple planets. We've been stopping in a particular spot and hearing what I've been calling whale songs. Well, in the absence now of any other reason to, I mean, any explanation for those, we must conclude, it seems to me at this point, that those were the songs sung by rachni. Probably reasonable rachni, right? Not these insane ones. We hear those all the time, that squeal. So wouldn't it have been amazing, especially when that queen turned, just as she was leaving, potentially just to say thank you or something, to have her made some sound that sounded just like one of those sounds we heard on the planets. Wouldn't that have been amazing? I would have loved that, but fortunately another opportunity lost. And yet, unless you go to the wiki, you really have no reason to think that those sounds we hear really are rachni songs. There really was no connection to it. So, yes, I lament that. That's an opportunity lost. Alright, so we're in some sort of isolation tube. I guess that's what it's going to be called here. It's a big room down here. It's like, I don't know, that looks like mist quality equipment out there. Power and science being done here. Bad science, probably. Other than that, there's just not much to see here. There's one of those, it's either a Cerberus Pac-Man machine or a stasis pod for a husk. I'm not sure what that's doing here. There's a guy here named Yaroslav Tartakovsky. He's sitting at a desk with no terminal on it. What the heck does he do here? Does he preside over a board of 5 people? I don't know. Let's say hi.
Are you here to secure the situation?
That's right. I'm a council specter. Who are you?
I am Yaroslav Tartakovsky, the operations director. I would stand and shake hand, but you must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
Yes, I do. Parasini said that the board would meet to determine whether to nuke the place. Yeah, we still don't know how much time we have left for that.
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was rachni ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These rachni are uncontrollable.
So Tartakovsky has just confirmed everything that the Queen told us about the children. And yeah, we're going to make this pretty odd suggestion here.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
And here's yet another reference to motherhood. I love this mission. Okay, we didn't really need to just pause for a minute. I did want to hear that line, of course. But I do want to very quickly make sure I am in shredder rounds, because that will come up kind of as kind of important shortly. And let's make sure we're all using the right gun. I want to put Wrex in his assault rifle now. And everybody else should be fine. Alright. Let's explore over here real fast. And we have a mirror terminal here.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
How many rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
Are there any survivors in here?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix, is on the operations deck. There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
In fact, I mean, either Mira doesn't know what's really happening with Lady Benezia, or she's interpreting Benezia's open eyes the same way I do.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
I need information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
We would be wise to avoid touching any controls without reading the instructions.
That is advisable for all systems within this facility.
Yes. So, we just had a queen in a tube, and we could have killed her and we let her go, and we've put ourselves in a tube now, where we could easily die.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Semper, tyrannis.
That is not the correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.
Who would have those codes?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
Yes, the Latin phrase that means, thus always to tyrants, that certainly was close, I'm sure.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
I just love sometimes the game is very subtle humor, and sometimes it just hits you over the head. You need a keycard to arm the neutron purge system. Only administrators have one. Luckily, we happen to have access to an administrator. We were just chatting with him. Now we need you.
I am feeling not so well.
Oh, you have a headache or something.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Oh, good lord. And suddenly his headache doesn't bother him anymore. Oh, man. Please tell me this isn't the queen that we just released. Wow.
I think we got him, Commander.
Yeah, we sure did. Oh, that sucks, huh? But we were able to get the codes from him, luckily. You have the codes needed to activate the neutron purge controls. All that's left is to order Mira to begin the countdown. So yeah, we're going to be facing a timed mission here. The only question is how many rachni will we be facing here? Oh boy.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
See, that was close.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Alright. Guess who's in combat all of a sudden? And what do we want first? How about singularity, please? Oh boy. You guys are taking care of these fellas. Oh, here comes some more. Come on. Is that everybody?
It's over now.
Yikes. Just barely a minute to spare. Yeah, and did you see the radar as we went by there? It's hardly over, Liara. But the neutron purge will do its thing, and are we going to be far enough away? Oh, good lord. Need I mention that elevator isn't going to take us anywhere anymore. I'm actually glad it actually made it all the way here. So, anything within a half kilometer of the purge would be killed instantly, and everything else further beyond would have genetic damage. I hope that didn't affect us. Goodness. Alright. Yeah, the neutron purge fired. The insane rachni are all dead. And we dealt with the hot labs, so the mission is complete. You defeated the matriarch and eliminated the rachni in the hot labs. Depart Rift Station via the passenger tram that you arrived in. That's easy. And unlike Pharos, we don't have to actually drive all the way back to the ship, which is pretty nice. Pushing this button actually ends the mission. And Noveria is done.
We need to hurry, Commander. My Benezia said she transmitted the Mu relay's coordinates to Saren. He may have already gone through.
We can't follow him. That relay's inside the terminus systems. They're not fond of Alliance ships over there, or Spectres.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren's heading. I plan to be waiting when he gets there.
Saren probably has his whole fleet in orbit around Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You need to alert the Council. They will assemble a fleet to accompany you. It is our only hope.
Crew dismissed. Joker, alert the Council. Tell them everything.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Yes, believe it or not, we don't get a council debrief. I mean, it's not a bug, right? Because Jennifer Hale did say, tell the council everything, without us actually going to talk to them ourselves. That's kind of annoying to me. And this only happens when you choose to do Vermeer third instead of fourth. And yeah, and whatever's fourth, you just don't get to talk to the council afterwards. I think it's because, I know with Noveria anyway, at the end of the council debrief, they would have said, we'll be waiting for your next report. Which, there aren't any more reports. This is the end of the main sequence worth of story missions. So it's really still annoying because the Turian counselor is actually upset with you no matter what you choose to do with the queen. He'll ask you, do you enjoy the genocide if you kill her? And he'll ask you how many generations before they overrun the galaxy if you let her live. Of course, you have a renegade response in either case. It's just marvelous, and I really lament that we don't get to hear that. So, just yet another little notch of disappointments I had in this game. And of course, this moves all the way down here because of the order in which we got the missions. Matriarch Benezia is dead. She gave you... Actually, we know all that, so yeah, it just marked as complete now. And yeah, so that leaves just this to be done. We're once again down to one story mission. Alright, so... I'm going to avoid touching the galaxy map for the moment, because the moment you do that, there's a bit of a reset that occurs, and you'll see how that works soon. But anyone who's got specific Noveria-based follow-up here, we really need to grab them now, because that reset actually eliminates those opportunities later. And that's more than a little bit annoying to me. Let's start with Liara, of course.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
In the end, maybe she's better off now.
Maybe. She was a good person once. before she was twisted by Sovereign's power. Better to remember her as she used to be.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
So yeah, that's to me a pretty essential bit of closure there with Liara and her mom. And I don't think she actually brings it up again. So she's one. The other two, well, one is up here. And that would be Joker, of course. Every time we have finished a story mission, Joker has had something, a quick one-liner about the place we were just at.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Noveria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
Yay, Joker. So, of course, we are not off of Noveria. We're still here. And we could, in fact, leave through that airlock and go back to Uphold and buy stuff if we wanted to.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
But we don't want to do that just yet. One thing I do want to do is to catch the third person, and that's Udina. Of course, every time we finish a story mission, we run back to the Citadel to capture his take on the mission. And the weird thing here is that if you follow the game properly, you don't cheat at all, you get only 3 of those. The last one is always denied to you, because not because the game doesn't want you to have it, it's just because of the way it plays out. When you get to the Citadel after the last story mission, Udina and Anderson are not there in the office anymore, and you can't ask them about it. But it is still available through a little cheat in the console, but you have to teleport to get to it. So I'm going to actually do that now, because I'd refuse to be the game's bitch with respect to lore. No. If there's some story I can capture through a cheat and actually not gain any other advantage, then by God, I'm going to do it. So yeah, stay 00 is the Citadel. Stay 20_01 is the near the Ward's access corridor. And we're teleporting away right now. Alright, and I've somehow managed to change into my combat gear, though I didn't get to select a squad, so I'm actually here by myself. Which is fine, I just want to go and grab Udina's take on this mission. So let's head to the embassies now.
Your Noveria report raised a few eyebrows in the Council, Shepard. I can't believe you let that queen live. There's a reason their species was nearly wiped out. You should have finished them off.
This queen isn't like the others. She's not interested in conquest or war.
Really? I'm glad you're an expert in a species we know virtually nothing about. I hope we're both still around in 50 years to see if you're right.
Genocide of an entire species is a terrible tragedy, Ambassador. Shepard did the right thing.
Fine. I'll just tell everyone we figured it was a good idea to release a fertile rachni queen in the wilds of Noveria. I'm sure nobody will have a problem with that.
Yeah, I love Udina. I don't know why he's such a cantankerous old goat. But yeah, and there's nothing more to say to Anderson. And technically we shouldn't be here anyway, so let's teleport away again. Of course, if you tried, instead of teleporting back to the Normandy, you actually went to the docking bay to board, guess what would happen? You would actually see the Normandy there, but you wouldn't be able to get inside. The door wouldn't actually be open, because the Normandy's not there. Alright, start underscore and nor 10_01. This should put us, yeah, nor 00 is the Normandy, and nor 10_01 puts us near Joker, I think. Yep, and we're right back to where we were. Okay, so yeah, I've caught up with everyone I want to with respect to Noveria. We'll have a full round of true chats, of course, after we touch this galaxy map, which definitely is going. Actually, I may run down and make sure that my crew's got the best, is outfitted with the best mods and stuff. I know everyone's got their rest gun, but yeah, we'll do that, I guess. But in any case, let's go ahead and drop a save here. Alright, and we'll pick up the story from right here next time.